Hi everybody, welcome to the Scott Show and this day in history. So it is the 12th of January. We are live and doing this up. It is 353 more days until 2019. I know everybody's really excited for that because some people already broke their New Year's resolutions. They're done with it. And now we move on. Okay, so we start out in the year 1528. Gustav I of Sweden is named king. In 1866, the Royal Astronomical Society, that's a long word for me this early in the morning, formed in London. In 1895, the National Trust is founded in the United Kingdom. In 1908, a long-distance radio message is sent from the Eiffel Tower for the first time ever. In 1911, the University of Philippines College of Law is established. 3 future presidents are among the first enrollees. 1915, the United States House of Representatives rejects a proposal to require states to give women the right to vote. In 1921, acting to restore confidence in baseball after the Black Sox scandal, Judge Landis is elected as Major League Baseball's first commissioner. 1932, Hattie Caraway is the first woman elected to the United States Senate. That's a Jeopardy question right there, folks. 1942, World War II, United States President Franklin Delano Roosevelt creates the National War Labor Board. 1962, the Vietnam War and Operation Chopper, the first combat mission of the war, takes place. 1964, rebels in Zanzibar begin a revolt known as the Zanzibar Revolution and proclaim a republic. 1966, Lyndon B. Johnson states that the United States should stay in South Vietnam until the communist aggression is ended. In 1967, Dr. James Bedford becomes the first person to be cryonically preserved with the intent of future resuscitation. I would love to see how he passed away and what they plan on doing. It's an interesting thing. I know that I wouldn't want that to happen to me. But, it is what it is. 1969, the New York Jets of the AFL defeated the Baltimore Colts of the NFL to win Super Bowl III in what is considered one of the greatest upsets in sports history. Just a little insight on that. Normally the Super Bowl would happen in January, but the league has pushed everything so big, 16-game season, 4 games of 17-week seasons because you get a bye week, and then playoffs and all that other stuff. So now it's in February. In 1971, the Harrisburg 7, Reverend Philip Bergen and 5 other activists are indicted on charges of aspiring to kidnap Henry Kissinger and blowing up the heating tunnels in the federal buildings in Washington, D.C. 1976, the Security Council votes 11-1 to allow the Palestine Organization, the PLO, to participate in debate without voting rights. In 1986, Congressman Bill Nelson lifts off from Kennedy Space Center aboard Columbia as a payload specialist. Now, is this the same Bill Nelson that is a current... Okay, and he is currently the senior senator from the great state of Florida. Alright, that's what I thought. 1991, the Gulf War, an act of Congress authorizes the use of military force to drive Iraq out of Kuwait. In 1998, 19 European nations agreed to forbid human cloning. In 2001, Downtown Disney opens to the public as part of the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, California. In 2004, the world's largest ocean liner, the Queen Mary 2, makes its maiden voyage. In 2005, deep impact launches from Cape Canaveral on a Delta II rocket. 2007, a stampede during the stoning of the devil ritual in the last day of religious get-together in Saudi Arabia kills at least 362 Muslim pilgrims. 2010, the earthquake in Haiti occurs, killing over 100,000 people and destroying much of the capital. In 2015, government raids kill 143 Boko Haram fighters in Cameroon, and in 2016, 10 people are killed and 15 wounded in a bombing in Istanbul. Alright, so that is this day in history. We got a few birthdays I want to highlight. Now, it is one of those things that we look for the person who is still alive, the oldest one still alive, and I always find that to be interesting. But we want to say happy birthday to a few people that are no longer with us as well, including Jack London, a great writer, Tex Ritter, happy birthday to Tex Ritter, Ira Hayes, an American Marine who raised the U.S. flag on Iwo Jima. So there you go, and that's really awesome. Alright, and I did find the oldest currently living person on this list, and it is Alistair McIntyre, philosopher and academic, born in 1929. Now, moving forward, we got Tim Horton, who unfortunately passed away at the age of 44, but Tim Horton was born today. We have Bob Hewitt, so happy birthday to Bob Hewitt. Joe Frazier, Smoking Joe Frazier, no longer with us, but still happy birthday. Sheila Jackson Lee, who is a politician, senator. Bob McEwen, Christy Alley, Rush Limbaugh, happy birthday to Rush Limbaugh. See, I can be, impartial. Ricky Van Shelton, Howard Stern, happy birthday to Howard Stern. Christian Lempour, Luna Vachon, who unfortunately passed away 8 years ago now. Dominique Wilkins, happy birthday to Dominique Wilkins. Rob Zombie, Heather Mills, happy birthday to Heather Mills. Bobby Crosby, happy birthday to Bobby. Lots of awesome, cool people, and probably the coolest name on the list, Pixie Lott. So happy birthday to Pixie Lott. 1991. So that will be the youngest one that we talk about. Now, there are a few people who also passed away on this day in history. I don't do a lot of those, but I do want to highlight a few. Agatha Christie died this day. Maurice Gibb died this day. And there was another one on here too. Sorry, folks, I'm kind of going back and forth here. I will find it probably when I'm done with this show. But I do want to let you guys know if I do miss anybody or if you want me to highlight anybody, by all means, let me know in the comments section below. We'll talk about it, do all the really cool stuff we get to do. So it's Memorial Day in Turkmenistan, it's National Youth Day in India, it's Prosecutor General Day in Russia, and it's Zanzibar Revolution Day in Tanzania. So you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you here real soon on thescottshow.com.